Matthew 7, beginning in verse 21. Not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, shall enter the kingdom of heaven, but he who does the will of my Father which is in heaven. Well, there's an implication. Not everyone who says, Lord, Lord, is doing the will of the Father. Verse 22, many will say to me in that day. You had any question about whether or not Jesus was serious about this word many, or if it was just a hiccup, Maybe he just threw that word out there and he didn't realize it. It's kind of an exaggeration. Well, there's an illustration, actually, that follows this. We don't have time for it, but most of us know the song, right? The wise man built his house upon the rock, and the foolish man built his house upon the sand, right? He says, many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? And in thy name cast out demons, and in thy name done many wonderful works? And then I will profess unto them, I never knew you.
This is truth. It's so important. Yet we say, okay, thanks, but it's not enough. No, it is enough. In Matthew 7:21, now this is Jesus Christ talking. If you have a Bible, these are the letters that have the letters in red. These are the letters in red. Jesus says, not everyone that says unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that does the will of my Father which is in heaven. Many will say to me in that day, what day? The day they stand before the Lord at the great white throne judgment after they die. Many people, Jesus says, are going to say to me, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name, and in thy name cast out demons, and in thy name done many wonderful works? So Jesus is saying, there's going to come a day when people are going to stand before him saying why they're so great and why they should be allowed in heaven. And they're going to say, God, you should have seen me.
All right, let's start with the first. As we consider the whole matter of the Christian student and the cultivation of his inward life, it is absolutely essential that we start here with the necessity of the possession of the life of God. Now, the Bible makes it abundantly clear that much that comes within the orbit of the visible church, much that comes into some proximity to Christian doctrine, Christian truth, Christian experience, is not real, but is sham and is counterfeit. It's fake. It will not stand the test. Remember the words of our Lord in the 7th chapter of Matthew when he said, many will say unto me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? And in thy name done many wonderful works? And in thy name cast out demons? Jesus said, then will I profess unto them, depart from me, I never knew you. Again, in Titus 1:16 we read, they profess that they know God, but in works they deny him, being abominable and disobedient, and unto every good work
We learn that a lot of people in the judgment are going to be arguing with the Lord. I dare to say that many of us have friends and neighbors who, if the judgment were right now, would be doing exactly what they are doing in Matthew chapter 7 when they're saying, but Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name, and in thy name cast out demons, and in thy name done many wonderful works? Lord, Lord, do you not know what all we have done? And he says, depart from me, I never knew you.
Didn't make that up. Members of the church didn't make that up. Jesus said that. Jesus says, not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven. And there are many people who are calling on him. They praying to him. They saying, Lord, have mercy. Lord, save me. Lord, deliver me. And Jesus says, not even them, not every one of them shall enter into the kingdom of heaven. But who's going to enter, Jesus? He that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. But then notice what he says next. For many shall say unto me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? And in thy name cast out demons? And in thy name done many wonderful works? Brothers and sisters, friends and neighbors, when you read verse number 22, would we all agree that these people are sincere in verse number 22?
They were. And he knew it. He very gently tried to get people to understand that concept of being evil in Matthew chapter 7, when he talked about the Sermon on the Mount and how that there were some that would, not everyone would say unto me, Lord, that would say unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name, and in thy name cast out demons, and in thy name done many mighty wonderful works? He says, and then will I profess unto them, depart from me, ye that work iniquity, I never knew you. See, you get started quoting sometimes, you just can't stop. You don't find an adequate place to quit.